What's really good, y'all? What's really good? Welcome back to Wine and FaceTime. It's episode 18. How y'all doing? Thank you for being committed to me, whether I'm on time, on Black people time, on, business time, whatever the case is. Give me a moment to fix this audio and I'll be right with y'all. Yeah, that's how we do. So tonight I'm talking about something a bit different from, the how to. It's still in the how, but I want to just really jump into it real quick. Shout out to everybody who's gonna catch us in real time, returning viewers, unique viewers, new subscribers, people cloud watching. Big shout out to y'all. I'm doing very well on this channel. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to know, how did we get here? Why is this acceptable? What is the message? Where are we going with this? Who is to blame, and when did this become normalized? What am I talking about? Tonight's conversation is about how did female hip hop transcend to this? What is this? I'm an '80s baby, so for me, hip hop is a lot looking like Missy Elliott, Da Queen Latifah, Lauryn Hill, Lady of Rage, Little Kim, Foxy Brown. Now we have the Nicki Minaj, Ice Spice, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Sexy Reds, Glorilla, Lottos, and so much more. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Irby Fatah. Happy weekend. How you doing? Thank you for popping in. This is what hip hop artistry and female categories look like right now, and I feel like we are seeing a big difference in a lot of things. I feel like, again, I remember watching the Soul Train Awards and the VH1 Awards and the BET Awards and the Grammys, the Soul Trains, even most recently the ESPYs Awards. And most of these awards, for the most part, were pretty prestigious, structured, classy, and not ghetto or ratchet. And boy, now you really can't tell the difference. They all got a little bit of ratchetness into them. And I'm just like, wow, when has all of this behavior like become a thing? Those are my thoughts. And I definitely want to hear you guys' thoughts as well. Again, going back to my first conversation regarding, Missy Elliott, Da Queen Latifah, Lauryn Hill, Lady of Rage, Little Kim, Foxy Brown, and females of that nature and that spice. I really feel like each of those ladies had a skill and a talent. They had character, they knew their genre. Some of them, were characters of their environment. They were not really big and classy on, looks and showing sex appeal and curves. And, I mean, to an extent, yes, Little Kim, we have the whole boob thing, but today's female hip hop artistry is like really, really out there. Like, I want to just talk about, I think I just recently saw what was the BET Awards? Yes, it was the BET Awards. And for me, the BET Awards was a classy event you would see every year, structured. Everyone dresses up nicely, professionally dressed, live performances, a lot of great presentations, a lot of awards, recognitions, and honors and things of that nature occur on those type of awards. And it's really classy. You would even see the most ratchiest or most risque person dress up a little bit, to cover up a little bit, just to be on these types of awards. For example, I saw Glorilla on the ESPYs Awards presenting awards to athletes, and she was pretty covered up for the most part. And for me, that's how the BET was back in the day. Like, people didn't really come out there showing all their ASS. But there was some classy ways. Shout out to Little Kim again. Who had the whole boob thing covering the areola and things like that with Dinah Ross on the carpet. But I just feel like things have changed so much. Going back to the BET Awards, I feel like, to me, God forgive me as a Black African American woman, but the BET Awards was trash this year. I felt like every female artist that was on stage, all they did was pop their ASS. They was twerking half naked, somewhere in bikinis, G strings, not even full outfits or leotards, anything to cover up any imagination. And I was really surprised to see some of these female artists doing this. I actually created a clip for this moment, and unfortunately, the clip will not upload to StreamYard for whatever reason. I don't know why, but I had a little clip of everybody except for like Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, and I think Ice Spice, and it was pretty much a clip of just an image of them, how they look, in general, their style, how they dress, when they're out, performing stuff like that. And it all showed, the sexier appeal to how all the women look for the most part. And for me, it's like, okay, I have nothing against any of these women. Like, I won't lie, I sing a lot of their tunes from Nicki Minaj, Ice Spice, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Sexy Red, Glorilla Lotto, and more. I sing a lot of their music, and I really hated myself when I started singing all this Sexy Red music because I felt like I didn't like her look. I felt like, to me, honestly speaking, on first glance, hearing about her, not really listening to her music, I took her just a ghetto girl. I really feel like, oh, she's just a ghetto little girl, and she's just one of them lucky ones that's just making it. They're gonna use that as an example, whatever the case is. But not for nothing, a couple months into saying that, I actually start listening to her music, actually seeing what her music sound like, and I actually like her music. So my whole conversation for tonight is really like, all these female hip hop artists, rappers from East Coast to West Coast, Mid South, wherever they may be from, out of country, out of state, whatever the case is, they all have one thing in comparison. They all have that one common denominator, that extreme high sex appeal, that raw sexiness to the point of it being almost translucent, almost rated R. They don't have the PG-13 lyrics or looks. And it's really really sexy to the point where it's almost leaving nothing to the imagination, to the point where it's almost like yeah, Little Kim with a little boob on a sticker was nothing compared to what we got in 2024. So it's like, are some of these female artists, or all of these female artists, really talented? Do they all have skills? Do they all have characters? Are they all in their proper genre? Do they all really have talent? Or is it really just about their looks, how they look, how they appeal, what they gravitate to, what they come off to? I really want to know everyone's opinion about this. Because for me, I just feel like, honestly speaking, I have my favorites. Again, I listen to Sexy Red. I'm a big Cardi B and Nicki Minaj fan. I listen to some Ice Spice, some Lotto, some Megan Thee Stallion, but I'm a big '80s baby, and I remember the female groups I knew before, the female hip hop artists before. Again, going down the line real quick: Missy Elliott, DeBrat, Queen Latifah, Lauryn Hill, Lady of Rage, Little Kim, Foxy Brown. That's my era. That is legit my era. And for me, it's like, again, some of these females that I'm talking about right now, for the new generation, they definitely have some catchy, fun songs. I will not lie. I'm gonna give credit when it's due. Like, I love Shake Your Dreads. I love so many Nicki Minaj songs. I love so many Cardi B songs. I love Ice Spice, songs with Nicki Minaj and the collabos. I love the Nicki Minaj Cardi B collabo. I love when the females gang together and collab on a song, and it's cute. Like, example, when Cardi B and Nicki Minaj did the WAP video with Carly Jenner in it. I feel like that video was so dope, so sexy, really raw, very graphic, very risque, over the top a little bit, but very cute. I like the collabo, the visuals were dope to me. I think the visuals were dope. But I definitely would like to hear from you guys, see what you guys have to say, what you feel, what you think about it, because that's just my opinion about it. So I'm definitely gonna jump to the chat right now. Definitely see have some comments from Irby Fatal. Love this guy. Shout out Irby Fatal. He's saying happy weekend to me. Happy weekend. So here's his first comment. He goes, "It started with Little Kim, but this was always balanced. Now it's overboard." Exactly. It's definitely overboard. The labels that female rappers have adapt sex sells for formula, but also you have some of the Instagram models that want to rap getting status as actual rappers. Yeah, I see that too. I know people's gonna hate me for saying this, but rap even music was better when you had gatekeepers. You know what? Like, not for nothing, that is really true, because I feel like not everybody wants to make a diss record, or wants to come out and express themselves. And it's great to express yourself. You can have a rap album, a rap song, a trap, a mixtape, or whatever you want to do. A collabo with people for fun, for real money. To take the even Kevin Hart got an album out here that a lot of us did not know about. So shout out to Kevin Hart. I definitely like his little music, although it's funny as hell. I like his little music. Even Little Duval, for like, Little Duval song, Nasty, I wanna get nasty. Girl, take it off, yeah, take it off. Like, that song was so funny to me because, I'm looking at him as a comedian, so as he's singing, I'm really laughing the whole time, his whole verse, I'm laughing at the jokes in the lyrics as he's singing them, because it's like I can see him in the song. So shout out to Little Duval. But real quick, drop some comments in the chat right now, if you have any opinions about the female hip hop artists, transcend, transformation from back then to now. I'm not sure if you're a millennial or baby boomer or Y Gen Zer or Gen Zer. I don't know what your age is, or returning viewers, unique viewers, cloud watchers. I don't know what your generation is, but if you can relate, you see the things I see, or if you have a comment or view or opinion similar to mine, definitely let me know. I'm really curious to know. Again, shout out to Aretha Tao and everybody else, what I'm saying, who be holding it down. But I'm really interested to know, like, what do you guys think? I do want to do a moment of, a fun fact right now. I'm not gonna lie, like, no matter if I'm super prepared for my wine and FaceTimes, or I'm not prepared and I'm winging it, or I'm talking about something I already know, so I don't feel like I have to do research. I'm always super nervous before I do a wine and FaceTime. I don't know, but I just have to say that, like, I'm always super duper nervous. I don't know if I'm always worried about somebody's gonna pop in my house, or my phone is gonna ring, or emergency is gonna happen, or my Wi-Fi is gonna go down, or a loud background is gonna just pop. I'm always super nervous, so just a little fun fact if you guys know, if you didn't know. Definitely a little fun fact. Millennial, yeah, so exactly. So since you're a millennial, you may look at this whole conversation differently. You may feel like, what, it's just evolved. Again, back from prior to my day, we had Pam Grier, Foxy Brown, an actress, not a rapper, but in the industry, and again, I definitely think she did like some news things, or like, she showed some breasts or some private at some point, back in the 70s and the 80s, and those Coffee Cleopatra, Foxy Brown movies, what I'm saying? I could be mixing up the time frame, so don't forgive me, don't quote me on my time frame. Definitely do your research if you're listening live or on a replay. Don't quote me on a time frame, but Pam Grier, who played Foxy Brown and Coffee Brown and all these other movies back in the day, I definitely think she did some scenes or some movies where she went topless, probably showed, some of the bottom part at some point, and they say SEXL, so you wouldn't be surprised, but I say all that to say that, at the end of the day, I can see how some of these females have adapted that sexy, super raw, what you haven't seen, or, what's next level ish, to personality and identification, and generalizing who you are, and, trying to stand out in the rap game and the hip hop game, in the artistry game and the music game and the music industry, with labels and record dealers and CEOs and presidents, and A&R labels and managers and agents and all that comes with, being a real official signed label artist, and all the stress that we don't hear about as fans. I'm pretty sure it's a lot to deal with. But this conversation is pretty much, how everybody looks the same. Everybody almost looks the same. I was so surprised to see Glorilla get, surgery, her little butt implants, whatever the case is. I'm here for it. I'm here for anybody who wants to get butt implants, breast implants, any kind of surgery, make you feel good about yourself. I'm definitely here for it. I'm not a person that's against surgery. I feel like it should be your last resort. I don't feel like it should be your first resort. I don't feel like it should be taking out a loan or getting a credit line or anything like that. I feel like you should get it if you can afford it. If you can't afford it, you shouldn't get it. You shouldn't be trying to, beg for money and get a GoFundMe. I feel like you got to go through those circumstances. You shouldn't be getting it. But if that's what you want to do, do whatever makes you happy. I feel like under the knife should always be the last consequence for anybody. But hey, if that's what you got to do, your family supports you, hey, go ahead. I would not recommend it. I am not recommended. I am not. 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 I'm not. Just want to make sure I put that out there and make that clear. But if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But anyway, moving forward, um, I just really miss the originality and female hip hop artistry. And when I was thinking about doing this show tonight, I was really thinking about, okay, like, what I want to talk about. I talked a lot about the business, corporate, finding a job, cover letter, resume thing for a lot this season. And I want to talk about something a little bit different, because again, like, there's so many songs, so many artists, everyone sounds the same, and I don't know who is who, and I feel like everyone looks the same. Everyone's, as far as the women I'm seeing, is shaking their butt for money. I mean, not for money, but that's what they bring to the table. Again, going back to the BET Awards, I feel like it was the most ghettoest, unprofessional, wackest, corniest BET award show I've ever seen. I just could not believe how many. I just could not believe that there was so many women, female artists, young to old. Again, I'm gonna do the lineup for y'all again. Nicki Minaj was not there, but again, Ice Spice, Lotto, Sexy Red, Glorilla, like, everybody was just twerking. Everybody's outfit really consisted of either a G-string two-piece bikini, or like, like a really tight mini skirt and a bra, or like a bralette. Like none of the artists were fully dressed or in any dress or costumes that were intriguing or creative or different or unique or exotic or sexy. I felt like it was almost like smut, like really, like it was just really like horrible. Like I really feel like the BET Awards should have been ashamed of themselves for letting them, for airing that episode, that series, that 2024 award, because it was just like a porn show, I feel like. And again, I'm 42, but again, I love some of these female artists' music. Do not get me wrong. I am not saying that the artists suck. That is not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that it was just too much over the top, booty shaking, like cheeks out, like twerking, like it was like it was really like pay per view. Like I feel like that's something that should not have been public. That should have been on Zeus or something. Like you should have paid to view that, and it shouldn't have been public. Like Lord knows there was probably kids up watching this at that time. It was a hot mess. It was a hot mess. Like and it was a horrible representation of women. On top of that, shout out Uncommon Sense with Jose and the Grown. Hey Jose, how are you? It was a horrible representation of women because again, I'm born in the 80s, but today's generation of women and people, they live on a different stream, a different wavelength on how they move, how they act, from dating to business to making money to savings to hustles. Like they're just on a whole different stream. So again, some of these females are in it for their own reasons. Some of these females are just following a trend. Some of these females are just they're OnlyFans girls or Instagram models, or they have a business or a following and they keep their looks up for that reason. But it's different reasons why people do what they do out here. But for again, for the female hip hop artists, the artists that we know right now on movies, TVs, on the vlogs, on social media, that we buy their albums on iTunes or Tidal, or we download them. Again, going down the lineup from Nicki Minaj to Ice Spice, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Sexy Red, Glorilla, Lotto, just to name a few. There is many more. There's Corey LeRae. Um, there's also I think her name Lady London. There's so many other female artists that I'm not naming, but for the most part, everyone has the same sound, the same lace front, the same eyebrows, the same eyelashes, the same concept, the same outfits. The same videos. Like everyone is identical. Like but has a different name at this point. Forgive me if it's just me. But again, I want you guys to chime in. Let me know what you think, how you feel, what are your views. So if you want to join the panel, please let me know. I'll drop the link. You guys can chop it up with me for a minute. It's been a while since I dropped the link to the panel. Fair use. This is going to be an open discussion, and I'm going to let you guys come spit your tea if you want to. And if you don't want to, that's fine as well. I don't expect this to go beyond an hour, really, truthfully, but I do have some time. Home is kind of quiet right now, so this possibly can go longer, depending on how crazy the stream gets. But I just say what I say because again, I saw Glorilla at the SVs, and despite me seeing her at the BT Awards again, not crazy, but a little bit more underdressed than I've ever seen her in life. I just feel like there's a time and place for female artists in their craft to look a certain way when presenting prestigious awards and being at nice high gala style events versus them performing for an event or something like that. But maybe it's just me, maybe I'm getting older, but again, I would love to know what you guys think. So let me know. I'm gonna drop the link soon, and yeah, jump in the comments. I love to read your comments, see what you guys are thinking. Beforehand, I could probably answer some questions from the comments, and yeah, let me know what you think about this video so far. So let me know, and again, if you made it this far, shout out to all the new subscribers. Shout out to all them guys. Do day one, new subscribers, returning viewers, unique viewers, cloud watch, all y'all. Thank you guys so much. Really, really appreciate you. Sorry if that scared you, or blinded your ears, or made you jump out your headset real quick. But want to make sure you're still with me. So yeah, I'm gonna drop the link to the panel right now. Jump up, pop your P with a capital P in it, and let me know what you think. Is it just me? Do you feel the same? I know some men will probably say, "Yeah, it ain't just you. It's us too. We see the BS. This is crazy. These girls out here all doing something crazy, and then when a nigga wanna roll up on them, they surprised and they shit they shook and they scared and they didn't know what's going on, and they acting all dumbfounded at the end of the day. So I got a couple more comments in the chat. I'm gonna highlight these comments right now, but the stream link has been dropped. Cam up unless I know you. I'm not gonna just let anyone up here because you know some weirdos be popping in. So yeah, if you know, you know. Irby says that's the state of culture today. You even that's the state of culture today. You even some female R&B artists acting like female rappers. Everybody the same. Sad but true. Sad but true. When comes certain awards, they know how to act. Yes, mind you, we just had Will Smith smack Chris Rock at the what was that? What awards was that? The Oscars. Chris Chris Will Smith smacked Chris Rock. What award show was that? Was that the Oscars? It was another prestigious award event where you don't see people dressed up in thongs and booty shorts and looking crazy like it's a freak off summer beach volleyball contest. People are dressed really nice at the Oscars. I think it was the Oscars where Will Smith smacked Chris Rock. Yeah, it was at the Oscars. You don't see women, who are in that industry in that lane coming to those events looking like that. The code is unspoken. Like you already know, you're dressing up in black tie affair. That's how you're coming. You're not coming with your see-through mesh sequins covering your areolas and your private for JJ Park. You're not doing that. It's just understood. And when I saw Glorilla at the SB, she was covered up in black suede and I think silk chiffon or something like that. She looked really nice. Never saw her look so pretty before. But all girls look pretty when they take time and effort to do the extra things to make them look soft and sweet and elegant. But again, I guess we're like Irby said, we're in this generation, we're in this genre where people are just doing what they're doing for attention, for likes, for clicks, for views, for baits. But again, I was highly disappointed at BET. I think I should have renamed this show to how to not be appointed to what you see on BET at this point because it was trashy. And then again, even though BT is Black Entertainment Channel or Black Entertainment Television, we know they're not owned by Black African American people. It's the other kind of people. So it's not even our people that own the network. So yeah, not that that has anything to do with it, but yeah, just very very interesting. So I do have my first guest popping in. I'm gonna invite him. You guys know him. Please join us with saying hello to Mr. Uncommon Sense Mosey and Grown. Hey Jose, how are you?
Good evening, Kashal. Thank you for allowing me on your platform.
Hi, how are you? Thank you for coming up.
Well, thank you. As of course, people know I'm old. I considerably old. I was a child in the '60s, and I grew up in the '70s and '80s. And in my day, I mean, the female artists can actually sing. They actually had like a competition who can dress the sluttiest without any talent.
Exactly. It really looks like some of these girls are just there for looks, like government probably or they have a relative in the industry we just don't know about it, but not everybody's even talented, which is really crazy. But did you ever see the BET award?
Uh, yeah, I mean, it's uh, not lately, but I mean, part of the reason why I don't watch some of the videos because, I mean, when you look at some of the performers like Sexy Red, that basically almost every other word is like a cuss word and what have you, and dressing so poorly. Have young girls watching this stuff.
Exactly. It sounds like you're kind of borging a little bit. Are you good over there? And yes, you're right. We did
Okay.
Madonna.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but McDonald's basically close to you know, the female artists knew how to dress appropriately.
But I get what he's saying. Madonna would be at award shows with like really weird sexual costumes that were like crotchless or really really out of pocket or out of the window for the time frame we were in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
unfortunately,
Jose, you're kind of
I
echoing
haven't
a
seen
little bit.
technical.
Yeah, I can't really hear you clearly, Jose. Maybe pop down and pop back in. But it was just really disgusting. So if anyone's seen the BET Awards recently, definitely let me know what you guys think about this for sure.
Yeah,
It's like again, if the girls have talent, that's one thing, but it cannot just be about looks. It has to be about talent, skill, lyricist, authenticity. Those things are really important. It really are. So is it just me? Let me not guys know. Let me know. What do you think? Are you just cool with it because you're born in this generation, so it's nothing to you? Like, let me know. But yeah, we'll see if Jose pops back in. I'm not sure. There was some echoing on his end. I'm not sure if it's me or not, but I don't have YouTube open or any other tabs open, so I think it may be him. But I definitely want to do a live stream, guys. Drop the link to the panel because haven't done this in a really long time, and I'm working on trying to change things up over here. And sometimes I'm thinking like what should I do differently? So definitely trying to figure out a better time slot, different conversational pieces, different marketing, social media marketing, things like that, just to make sure I'm doing my best I can to get out there. But shout out to the entire 271 subscribers I now have. I have 271 subscribers, so I am like totally geeked about that. Thank you guys for continuing to hit the really appreciate you working on some new things over here. So definitely appreciate that. I'm growing, and even on my other channel, Dreadlock Diaries, I just hit 800 subs. So shout out to me over there on the Dreadlock Diary page where I talk all about my hair, wash, retwists, DIY styles, professional styles, colors, things of that nature. So definitely give me again, shout out to the subs too. I'm really, really grateful of that. But I wanted to get into that because I don't know if I'm getting older, but I'm so tired of just seeing everybody shake their ass on TV. Like you have to give me something more than that, sis. Like again, I love some of these people's songs. Do not get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. Like I be singing "Sexy Red" on a regular basis. The point where people looking at me like, really? I'm like, I know. Don't judge me. Like her songs are catchy. I don't know what to say. Like I know I sound like a bird when I'm singing them, but I know like. And I definitely judged her on first eyesight of looking at her like, oh my god, like what's this girl have to say? But we sing her songs, but again, it's really really weird seeing how like people just come in doing the same thing, and it's just like I don't get it. Like where's the originality? Where's the authenticity at in this? Hey, hello. Well, just jump in,
okay.
Jose, whenever you can.
Um, yeah, I'm just having some typical difficult.
Okay, well, can you fix them or you need some time?
Okay, but look, the fact of the matter is this. I guess nowadays it seems like for those who wish to be female artists, it's almost like they have to compete who can show
Okay, as Jose said, he has some technical difficulties. But yes, this is not gonna be a long stream. I wanted to hear from you guys, see what you guys thought about it, your views, your opinion, your output. And I just want to chime it up with you guys a little bit. But again, there's not really more classy things we have. I think at this point, I think everything is about shaking your butt, twerking, showing everything you have, and letting people judge you on that solely alone. And if you're not in that category, you're like ostracized. Like that's what we have come to right now, unfortunately, with all of this new trend of new era of you know everyone showing all the goods. Like I don't know what to say. Like I just could not believe the BT Awards became so ghetto. I've never seen the BT Awards have an award show like that in life. It was always structured. Females were always covered up, even if they were risque artists that were about their life. They were always covered up, if not covered up, creatively dressed in a way that didn't make it look so risque. Made it look more creative, more sexy, more cool, more unique, more different. Like it wasn't the way it is. Like everyone is just like having sex on stage almost. Like that's what I really, really think about it. But that's it. That's all, folks. Thank you guys for tuning in to Wine and FaceTime episode 18. That's all I got for you guys. I'm logging out. Thank you, Jose, for trying to jump in here with me and have a conversation with me. It's all love. You don't have to try to jump back in at this point. But peace out to the new subs, the day one subs, the returning viewers, and unique viewers. Cloud Games, do your thing. Appreciate the 271 subs I got right here. Better late than never. Getting my ish together, and y'all see, y'all show improve. But shout out to the 271. That's me all day. Thank you guys for rocking, vibing. It's all love. I appreciate y'all. And until next time, peace out, guys. Bye. Peace.